I am on my way to my Science Starz lab to do some fun, hands-on, spooky science. And I was wondering if you would like to join me. Why don't you come along? I have selected some Halloween science activities that require items that you might already have in your home. So for the first activity, you're going to need some vinegar, some bicarbonate of soda, or better known as baking soda, a spoon, some food coloring, Halloween colors preferably, a pipette. If you don't have a pipette, you can use a syringe like the type you see when you're getting medicine, a cup of water, a plate of some sort to put the things on that we're going to make, some cookie cutters if you have them, but they're not necessary, and some little tiny or small items that have maybe a scary theme or Halloween theme, and that's everything. So let's get started. For this activity, we're going to be playing hide and seek. We're going to be hiding one of the small Halloweeny type creatures that you have, and we're going to be hiding it into a baking soda ball that we're going to make. So to make the ball, we need some water first. So add the water very, very slowly. You want just enough to be able to make a paste. So once you've added a bit of water, start to stir. And if it's too dry, add a little bit more water. If you think you've added too much water, add some more baking soda. So continue stirring. And once you've got a nice paste-like consistency, now I may have added a bit too much water. I'm going to add a little bit more baking soda just to dry it out a little bit to get it just to the right consistency. So you might have to play with it for a little bit. Stir that around. And then I want to add some color. So I'm going to think of what color I might add. I think I will go for orange. So add a few drops of color to your paste and continue to mix it till all the colors evenly distributed. Once you've got your color all mixed together, grab the paste like so, and we'll move it onto our plate just to make it easier to work with, especially if you have some cutters. So what we'll do is we'll put it down onto the plate, and then we're going to hide our little creepy crawlies inside. So I think I will put a ghost and a fly inside, and then I'm going to cover it up. I might have to pick it up to make sure that it's all covered up on all sides, like so. Try to cut it into the shape of a pumpkin. We'll see how we get on. Here, this seems to be holding well. I might just play with it for a little while. Be creative. I'm just going to try to tidy up the outside. So then what you want to do with this is you're going to let it dry. Once it dries, it will be nice and firm. So you'll be able to move it carefully without it falling apart. So I ended up making my very own spider. So be creative in what you want to make to hide your creepy crawlies. And once you've done that and you've let it dry, it's time to seek. Because I said this is hide and seek. So we are going to seek by getting some vinegar, a pipette or syringe, and I'll show you how they both work. And we are going to squirt the vinegar onto our creations. Now, vinegar has acetic acid and baking soda is an alkali. And when they come together, they create a chemical reaction. So make a prediction of what you think is going to happen when you squirt the vinegar on top of the baking soda. So let's get started. This is the fun bit. So, did you see what I just did there? I squeezed the air out of my pipette using my pinching fingers. I placed the pipette into the vinegar all the way in, and before pulling it back out, I opened my pinching fingers and I had vinegar inside my pipette. So pipette is used to transfer liquids without spilling. So let me squirt some on top. And look what's happening. We are seeing bubbles, and those bubbles are filled with carbon dioxide. And as we go along, squirting our creatures or our items, pumpkins, spiders, with vinegar, we are getting a chemical reaction, but it's also allowing for us to get into the middle to see what's inside. If you're using a syringe, you're going to insert it into the vinegar. You're going to hold the outside bit in the liquid while you pull on the middle bit. And you're going to suck the liquid up. You're going to pull it back, pull it up, and suck the liquid into the middle. As you can see, I've got the vinegar inside, and then I'm going to push it out like this. Watch and see what happens. There we go. So we'll do it again. So let's see what we have. Oh, we've got the hand of a skeleton. And we've got a fly. Where'd it go? There it is. We've got our ghost. Probably use a bit more vinegar. There it is. Oh, cute little ghost. And is there anything else? So you be creative. Think of some things that you could put inside your baking soda creations and have fun with it. So for our second Halloween science activity, we're going to be making potions. So you're going to need something to put your potions in. Look around your house and see if you have anything that might suit. A goblet or some sort of Halloween themed jar. You're going to need some food coloring. So again, I've chosen some Halloween colors. You're going to need a spoon, some vinegar, some fairy liquid, a container or a beaker to hold your vinegar, and some sodium bicarbonate or baking soda. So let's get started. Before we get started, it's a good idea to put some dishes underneath your goblets or your flasks in order to catch any spills that might occur. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour some vinegar into our beaker or cup, like so. Then we're going to take the fairy liquid and squeeze a little bit into each of our goblets, flasks, whatever it is that you're using. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add our color. So I have green, red, and orange. So I'm going to add a bit of green to this one. I'll add some red to this one. Some orange to this one here. And I might add 2 colors and see what we come up with to this one here. Okay. So the next thing we're going to add is our vinegar. So fill it about halfway. The more vinegar, the more reaction is going to take place. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a chemical reaction. And we're going to do that by combining vinegar with sodium bicarbonate. They start to react, and you're going to see what happens when they react together. I'm not going to let you know, but what you could do is make a prediction as to what you think might happen. Have a wee think. When we add our baking soda, because that's the next step, when we add our baking soda to our concoction here with the acetic acid and the vinegar, what do you think might happen? Make a wee prediction, and we'll see at the end if you're correct. So, are you ready to get your potions going? Grab a spoonful of sodium bicarbonate. Be generous, the more the better, and carefully pour it into your flask or your jar or goblet, and let's see what happens. Are we ready? I'm going to do them all together all at once. We'll see what we get. Ooh. Oh, it's overflowing. Oh my goodness. Put some extra into that one. Oh, look at this. What have we got? So what colors did you use? And what sort of reaction did you get? So as you can see, we've got fizzy bubbles. Oh, that one keeps going. Those fizzy bubbles are filled with carbon dioxide. So that's what happens when you mix the acid from vinegar to the alkali baking soda. They create a chemical reaction that results in fizzy bubbles filled with carbon dioxide.
You can find this science experiment and many more at the Twinkle website at twinkle.co.uk.
The next Halloween science activity is going to involve some fun with magnets. This activity is good fun if there's somebody that you would like to spook. So what you're going to need is a magnet of some sort. You might have a magnet on your fridge, some paper clips. Check and make sure that they are magnetic first, which this one is. Fantastic. Then you're going to need some sellotape, a plate, a thin cardboard or paper plate, or any type of card paper. It has to be quite thin, but firm enough that it is going to hold your frightening creature. And some frightening creatures. So anything that you're going to use to frighten somebody. So let's get started. So let's explore our magnet for a minute. We know that the paper clip is drawn to it. It's attracted to it, so it sticks. But what happens if we have something separating it like this plate? Why don't you make a prediction or a science guess to see if you think that the paper clip is going to be attracted to the magnet if you have the plate in between? Have a wee think. Put it on the plate or card paper, and once you've made a prediction, try it out. Let's see. Moving it around the plate. Oh, feels something sticking, and look at that. The paper clip is moving around on the plate. So it is drawn to it, attracted to it, even through the plate. Something else you could try is in water. Do magnets work underwater? That's something you can try later on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our creepy crawlies over, and we're going to see if there's enough surface area for the paper clip to be hidden and to be able to stick to it. So these look okay, and now we're going to sellotape the paper clip to the creepy crawly. Okay, so I'm going to sellotape this paper clip to the spider. So now let's transfer them onto our plate. And what do you think is going to happen then? Based on what happened before with the paper clip and the magnet. They're going to move. So this is where frightening somebody comes in. So if you take this up to somebody and you move your arm around like that, they're going to think that the creepy crawly is moving on its own. Let's try the spider. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Ooh, how is that happening? They're going to wonder. So have fun with that. That is going to spook somebody out, I'm sure. I hope you enjoyed learning how to spook someone with magnets and how to make magic potions. And I hope you enjoyed playing hide and seek as well. And I hope you all have a very spooky Halloween.